Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Downloading a new day.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ.
New survey out says that kids ask for pets 1,500 times before they turn 18. That is, on average, 11 times per month, starting at the age of 6.
I know your daughter wanted a cat, and she was asking for one for a long time.
We were able
and then
to-
you threw a cat at her, and it scratched her face, and then she didn't want a cat anymore. Great strategy, by the way.
2 years that we were able to delay the cat procedure, but then finally ended up getting one. And I'm glad we did. It's a good cat. And I did not throw the cat at my daughter.
Oh, whatever.
The cat climbed up my daughter as if it was a cat condo. And
took a swipe.
My daughter did not know the cats had claws so sharp, especially when kittens. And yes, it was a bit of a learning curve. After
But what about your son? Has he ever asked for any pets?
Yeah,
does he care?
He wants a dog, and he told my dog.
You have 2 dogs.
Mm-hmm. He wants a better dog.
What's wrong with your dog now?
They're old.
We'll bring him over and let him meet George.
No, he doesn't want that dog either.
You don't know what he wants.
He wants a dog that he can like grab onto and hold onto and lay. He wants a retriever or a lab eventually. And he told my daughter the other day. He goes. Well, when I turn 7, because she got the cat when she turned 7. He goes, when I turn 7, I'm going to get a dog, and it's going to eat Luna's face off.
Yeah. Love that. Brother, sister.
So we have 3.
Love.
So Luna's got 3 years of face.
Yeah.
And then
Luna, you're getting your face eaten off.
Did you guys grow up with animals?
Yeah. I've had a lot of animals. And it's so funny because I don't really fancy myself as an animal person.
Did you always have normal animals? Like I had wasn't a gerbil, it was a hamster.
I had the dog.
Or guinea pig, sorry.
Bubba. I had 2 birds, which were not normal animals. I hated birds. I don't even know why I had the birds.
What kind of birds? Like parrots? I had a parrot.
Loud birds that woke up when the sun came up.
Oh.
Not chickens. So
birds are messy.
Yeah, they were messy.
They get their seeds all over the place.
I mean, when they passed away, I was not very sad. Let's just put it this way. I was like, oh, well, okay, cool.
So it wasn't one of those birds that outlives humans, like most. Like
2 cats when I was a kid and a dog. And 2 dogs, actually. We had Bubba and we had Rainier.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, 2 cats, 2 dogs, and 2 birds.
Yep.
That's what I had. Yeah. 6 pets. 6 pets in 18 years? That's a lot. But they say that kids ask for pets 1,600 times before they turn 18.
We had a rabbit.
It's 11 times a month. And it's not like once you get a pet as a kid, that's enough.
Right.
You ask for more pets. Like, you need more pets.
Yeah, it's a nonstop. Next thing you know, you got a farm. But we had a rabbit we potty trained. We had like a litter box, and he would only go to the bathroom in the litter box in his cage. And so then we started letting him run around the house, or so we thought he was litter trained. And we had dark chocolate brown high-low carpet. Do you remember the high-low carpet? Had like little patterns through it.
Yes.
And then we started finding little.
The number one thing, and by the way, if you're selling a house
rabbit turds
and you have high-low carpet in your house, take it out. Don't do high-low carpet.
Nobody does high-low carpet anymore.
Some people leave it in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a big non-selling point. I mean, like,
if I was going to sell a house, laminate flooring can't be that expensive. I would just pull carpet out, put laminate flooring in, because everybody seems to love it.
Here's the problem with laminate: because of that mindset right there that you have, it is in every friggin' house that is for sale now. People just put cheap laminate in it because it looks good and it helps sell the house quickly.
Okay, that was my point.
Right? No, exactly. but then that's the problem. You go into 15 houses.
So what, you want carpet? I would never want carpet.
Well, no, you don't want carpet, but you want something with a little bit more character because you've seen the Home Depot gray laminate that was on sale for Memorial Day in every single house.
Is it possible that you're just jaded by laminate because you've been looking for a house for so long?
This is what I'm jaded by.
And you've looked at so many houses?
This is what I'm jaded by. The process of searching for a house and then putting an offer on a house and then having the realtor call back and say, yeah, sorry, there was 18 offers on that house.
And you were what, at the bottom? You got to up your game?
No, we have been number 2 so much recently. It is driving me insane.
Hey, if you ain't first, you're last.
God, it sucks, man. Now
Talladega Nights.
Now I know what it feels like to be Canada at the Olympics.
$20 to Federico's in about 15 with Know the Show. Cameron, how does Know the Show work?
We ask you a question, and we give you money.
No, we don't give you money. See, fail. You failed.
We give
Pop
you
quiz, fail.
Amazingly fresh seafood
We
from
give
the
you
islands.
a gift card to go eat lunch. We don't give out money. Not for that, anyways. You're getting confused with money for nothing, all right? All right?
Okay.
All right.
You get a C for today.
All right.
How much would you
C?
Yeah. If it became evident to you that you were not able to vote due to a hang up in the procedure, how much would you pay in order to be able to vote?
How much would I have to pay now?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they say, well, you know what? We can't get you your ballot, but if you, let's just say,
I live in California. A lot of things aren't going to go my way anyways. So I'm out. I'm not paying anything.
$5? You wouldn't pay $5 to vote.
I might pay $5.
What about 10?
I might pay up to $20. If you could guarantee
Well, if it was
that my vote is going to go
50.
through,
Yeah, your vote's counted.
$20.
50.
No.
Medical student. Hashtag dedication. Johns Hopkins University medical student. And she's in Baltimore. She was concerned when her vote by mail ballot did not arrive from Florida because she grew up in Florida and that's where she's registered to vote. It never showed up in Maryland. So she paid $600 to fly home to Broward County and cast her votes. She bought a ticket to fly to Fort Lauderdale, woke up at 5 o'clock, got to the airport, took a flight, immediately took an Uber to the nearest polling place in Hollywood, voted, then went straight back to the airport, flew back to Baltimore, was back in Baltimore by 1 o'clock that afternoon.
What kind of disposable income that you have that you can just take
especially as a
flight?
first-year medical student.
Well, maybe she comes from money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Rich bitch.
She voted.
You rich
She
bitch.
voted for Biden, by the way. She was that dedicated to vote Trump out.
So this was really just a political move.
What?
She wanted to tell everybody who she voted for. See, it really wasn't about the system.
Listen,
it was more about who she wants to.
People are going to take note if somebody pays $600 for a flight and flies 1,000 miles.
Now, what if it's found out? What if Fox News does a discovery on this, and Fox News finds out that Joe Biden's campaign paid for her to fly to do this? Is that legit? Can they do that?
I don't know. In the land of make-believe, ask Mr. McFeely.
Can Fox News? If Fox News, Mr. McFeely just delivered the mail. Okay, if you're going to ask anybody, you would ask Lady. I forget her name now.
Well, I can ask Daniel Tiger and see what he says.
Daniel Tiger. Oh, my God. I'm just saying.
I got to be honest with you. My knowledge of the land of make-believe, not all that good. Daniel Tiger is a spin-off of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood that is currently running.
Daniel Tiger was the little tiger that he would talk to.
Yeah, I know. So
I remember him, Mr. Platypus.
When Fred Rogers died,
Lady, what was Lady's name?
Public Broadcasting System. Mm-hmm. They needed to keep the franchise alive, so they turned Daniel Tiger into a cartoon that my kids watched when they were younger. And that's how I know who Daniel Tiger is.
Lady Fairchild, right? Wasn't it Lady Fairchild?
She's also on Daniel Tiger, yes.
Yeah.
So in
Very
the land
unattractive,
of make-believe,
big nose.
When you get on the train and you go to land of make-believe, maybe there is a political candidate there paying for somebody's flight to go to Florida so they could cast one vote.
Gosh, I miss trivia. Remember trivia nights at bars? I was good at that. What a stupid, useless information.
I would like to know, though, how much, political candidates spend on advertising, and then you extrapolate that out to what percentage of their constituents they actually reach with that advertising, because you're paying for votes that way, right? I mean, that would be a nice number to see. Like, you break it down, candidate A spent $2 million on a campaign
I don't think there's rules,
in a market where, there's 200,000 registered voters. What does that work out to? That works out to a lot more than $600 per vote.
I'd love to see Bloomberg's.
Well, no, here's what I want to see.
Bloomberg was crazy over the top. And he didn't even come close.
Jordan Cunningham?
Yes.
I mean, how many Dawn Addis commercials have we heard slamming her, right? And then her commercial is about how much money he makes on the side, and he takes the salary from, but it almost makes sense because look at all the money. Well, I don't know if it's his money he's spending. It's probably campaign funds.
Yeah, it is.
But this is where your mind goes, right? You're like, oh, my God, the song, Dawn Addis will raise your taxes. Her policy is a joke.
Yeah.
Remember that song? Mm-hmm. I mean, I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I go to the bathroom, and that song is da 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 da. It's in my head.
The funny thing about it is they haven't even ran it for a month. So
I know, and it's still there. I hate you, Jordan, for that. Will he lose voters because that song annoyed people so bad that they can't get it out of their head, and now they're just mad at him?
Vote Dawn Addis to get rid of that song.
Well, the song's already gone, but I don't think so.
Isn't it funny though? Because then she's accusing him of making money on the side, but then she has to spend lots of money to accuse him to make money on the side.
Oh God! It's the biggest reality soap opera ever.
So you guys are all just taking money, putting them into piles, and lighting them on fire.
All right, there's other stuff to talk about here. How about? Oh yes, I know you're excited about this one, Jeff. Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton are engaged. Yes.
Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani are engaged. The happy couple made it Instagram official on Tuesday, with Gwen sharing a snapshot of them kissing while holding up her hand and showing off her new bling. She captioned her post, Blake Shelton, yes please. Blake shared the same post with a sweet caption of his own, writing in part, hey Gwen Stefani, thanks for saving my 2020 and the rest of my life. A source close to Gwen confirmed to People that they got engaged over the weekend in Oklahoma.
There you go. Congratulations. They're on the same show, right?
Hooray.
Yeah, they're on the same show together.
Sure.
The Voice. Did you know that? Mm-hmm. I didn't know that. I saw that on the promo the other day. I bet you. I wonder who got her that job. This is for people that have seen the new Borat, which is Cameron and I sitting in this room or radio station or channel.
Very nice.
Jeff
does he
has
say
it.
Very nice?
Very nice.
Does he say that in the new one?
Of course he does. Of course he does.
He's also said wow we were.
Sure. Do you remember the woman that takes in his daughter when he leaves her there?
Yeah.
And she's telling her about how her, she's going to get a boob job to, meet a rich man, and she's like trying to tell her she doesn't have to do that. Well, apparently she was told that, this was a documentary about a foreign young woman that was being, groomed to marry a millionaire. So that's what she was told. She had no idea it was a movie, obviously.
This
and now,
sister is bugging.
Yeah, and now, well, here's a little bit of one of the scenes.
What are you finna do?
I will get the surgery so my daddy can give me as a present for this American man.
What kind of surgery?
I will have the biggest in the whole world.
Okay, so you're getting plastic surgery at 15.
Yes.
When you getting that done?
No.
Now?
Yes.
Okay, I don't think you need to do that.
But if I have enormous, I don't have to learn how to swim.
Your will not keep you from drowning. You would still have to learn how to swim.
So, her name, oh my God, her name is Janice Jones, and her pastor thinks that Cohen, who is behind the movie, Sacha Baron Cohen, obviously, owes her an apology and should compensate her more because her role was so significant to that film being so successful. So now the pastor has set up a GoFundMe page to raise money for Jones, the woman you just heard there in the movie who was set up. Anyways.
These Borat movies have to be such an undertaking to pull off from a standpoint of you record the people like the Giuliani thing, and then now with this lady.
My thing is, we have to get permission to put everybody just on the radio.
I don't know how
they get permission. How does this happen? How does it fly?
How he is able to make these movies and
not be sued,
get them released without having to pay legal expenses that go well beyond whatever the movie's going to make.
Well, I'm pretty sure, like, you don't really have to get permission. I think you can, like, isn't that a thing in the U.S.? You can just record anyone?
No, you cannot.
Oh, God.
That's why anytime, well, you've probably never had to pay a bill in your life since you live with mom and dad, but when you grow up and move into your own place and you get your own cable and you call them, the first thing on the phone is, this call is being recorded for whatever reason.
Quality assurance.
Quality assurance, yeah.
But it's really recorded so they can make sure that they got their legal basis
We
covered.
have to run a disclaimer every morning before our show starts. It says, if you call into the show, if you, you could be recorded and used how we want to use you.
But this is how Generation Z thinks, Jeremy, because it's a TikTok.
Well, it's because I watched
we're living in.
Have you guys seen that documentary Tickled?
No.
There's a scene. I think it's because the journalists are New Zealand, so I think that I might be getting my laws confused.
Okay.
But they bring they go and record some lawyers, and they're like, we can sue you, and they're like, yeah, that doesn't work here.
I don't know.
They might be different in different countries, and I mean, but like most of the time, once it gets out and the damage is done, the damage is done. I just don't know how Borat got, or Sacha Baron Cohen and the production company behind the movie was able to get Giuliani to sign off on being okay with using that footage.
Yeah, I don't either. That might be interesting to look into.
Giuliani's a friggin' lawyer, extreme, right?
He's been a lawyer his whole life.
Yeah, so like how you're just like, oh yeah, sure, go ahead and put that footage in. I don't know how that benefits you as Giuliani.
Just don't hear that. You don't hear Todd anymore, all right? So when I was a kid, there was a teenager that used to watch me when I was 5. His name was Todd. He was 15, so he was 10 years older than me. So I'm going to guess you're 55-ish.
52.
In the wheelhouse.
Ish.
You're close. You're close.
Thank God I said ish.
But you overshot.
I did. All right, Todd, what is Jeff's big conspiracy theory?
You had a boy babysitter?
Well, it was his sister, and then Todd was around. Todd would smoke pot. Him and his sister would smoke pot with me in the room. And then I remember driving through the country. My mom loves telling the story. And somebody was burning a pile of leaves, which also kind of smells like marijuana a little bit.
Todd.
And I'm like, oh, it smells like what Todd and Carrie smoke. Funny thing is, I was still there that weekend so they could go out and get drunk and party with their friends. I had young parents. They were in their 20s. Anyways, Todd, 52. What is Jeff's big conspiracy theory?
He does not believe that we landed on the moon.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought it was, too.
For all that, I hope you did it right.
I guess that's kind of a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, kind of a conspiracy theory, or some people call it the truth.
Well, there was one of those guys testifying this morning. In fact, it's true. And it's just a weird thing to say. In fact, it's true.
Who's testifying this morning?
It's one of the social media thing about
how they're holding
censoring,
back,
censoring,
whatever, whatever. Oh, okay.
In fact, it's true.
It's true. In fact, it's true. Yeah, Todd, you're a winner. You got $20 to go to Federico's. Okay.
Sounds great. I appreciate it, guys.
Hey, great. Tell us how it went. I'm pretty sure you're going to like it.
Everybody's that I've talked to that's been there. I mean,
many people.
You and I went there, but everybody I've talked to that's been there.
You're talking about the moon.
Not the moon. Federico.
I thought it was when you and I went to the moon.
At that time,
like
which didn't happen.
Well, in theory, you would think 51 years later that we should be just able to go up there on tourism trips.
Here's the question, okay? If I said, here, I'll give you a free trip to the moon, chance of a lifetime, would you take it, Seth? Would you go to the moon?
I'd probably want more information, like how long is it going to take, blah, 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 who's going, that kind of thing. Maybe.
Yeah.
Definite maybe.
What if it was a paid work thing? We're going to send you to the, KZOZ's going to send you to the moon.
Oh, radio
broadcast,
forget it. No
broadcast from the moon. And then, but you're going to go.
This company's paying for it? Forget it. No.
Yeah, no. It's a deal with NASA. NASA's going to get you up there.
Sure,
or better yet, it's going to be SpaceX.
Why
You're
not?
going to go up with the Tesla. You're going to fly a Tesla up there and back.
Sure, why not?
You would do it, huh? See, I'm not. No way, man.
I'd consider it, and then I think when push came to shove, I'd be like,
I don't want to go to the. No, I don't want to do that. I kind of like my life. I kind of like what's going on here.
My first question would be,
I'm older.
When's the last time we sent somebody there? And then their answer would be 51 years ago. And I'd be like, no, I'm good.
Jeff, there was more than just that one, which you don't believe in, so they don't count. But yeah.
Okay.
Do a little research.
There was more. How long did those more go into since the very first time? Like what? We sent people up there a couple more times after that?
Yeah, a few times. But,
a few times? So what, 72?
Yeah, well, it's 71, I think. But
71, okay.
Yeah, some of them didn't do so well.
I'm sorry, when's the last time you sent somebody up there? 49 years ago? I'm good.
Well, you think we really just did it to do it?
So you want to wait for somebody else to ride the ride first?
I believe in truth in numbers. And NASA's not providing.
You remember that long line to get on the space shuttle? That got really short after,
86, yeah.
All right, we are super late. I apologize, Seth, that we've gone into your time. So his code word will be
the credits.
His code word will be just a little bit later. So just hang on for that because he does have one coming up just to hear in a little bit.
You had so much to cover this morning. Remind me.
I couldn't even tell you what we talked about.
This is a 4-hour show about nothing.
About absolutely nothing. We all learned it from watching Seinfeld.
What is the deal with 4 hours of nothing?
Tomorrow we're going to talk to Whitney. We'll find out what's going on with Halloween downtown this weekend because I know they have some stuff going on. So she'll get us up to date on that at probably about 7:30. So
Friendly Podcast.